So I asked you, why would you want the quality of your life to be brought down by your own self? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Some really good beet juice. I'm sure we've all heard this famous phrase, right? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Well, if you're anything like me, well, we all found out that that's very not true. Words are extremely powerful, and yes, they can definitely hurt you. I don't know about you, right? But just a simple example is when you break off a relationship and somebody says, I don't care about you anymore. If that don't hurt you, you must be made out of steel. Your heart must be cold as stone. Hearing words like that or something as simple as I don't love you anymore should hurt. I'm sure we've all had similar instances where these words do have power, right? So this is why I'm here to start off this video by saying is watch what you say, right? But more than anything about watching what you say, be careful what you say to yourself. So words have power, right? And there are power in words. And I have a few different examples I'm about to get into. Be careful what you're saying to oneself because that can affect your reality. So I truly believe that negative words or negative self-talk can have a huge impact on your day, right? For example, if you're going out, you start the day and be like, man, today's gonna be a terrible day. Like, I might as well just stay in bed. I look terrible, I feel terrible, and all these other negative things. Yeah, your mind's gonna actually take what you're saying to yourself, whether it's in your mind or you're saying it out loud, and it's gonna internalize that, and it's gonna actually have like a psychological effect on your day, which your day very well could have been good if you decided to wake up and speak positive and speak life over yourself. Say, you know what, today's gonna be all right. You know, thank you, God, that I've got air in my lungs and I woke up today. Or today is another beautiful day to go get some more sleep. Like whatever you gotta say to yourself for you to feel better, it's important to speak over yourself, right? So say positive things, because when you start off with these negative things, it is going to make your day negative. It's gonna make your life negative, and eventually it's gonna make your thought process straight up negative. Right? And nobody wants that. And I don't know about you, but I don't like being around negative people. I want to get into two specific examples of why I believe that words can hurt and they can hurt you. So example number one, we got to get biblical over here. I mean, it must be done. Two biblical examples. We've got Proverbs 15:4 NLT. It says, gentle words are a tree of life. A deceitful tongue crushes the spirit. Number two, Proverbs 18:21 NIV. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Definitely take to these and go look it up for yourself and try to analyze them. But at least from the first one, what the first one really says to me is that gentle words are a tree of life, right? I believe that's kind words, calm words, things like of that nature. They speak life into things. They help things to grow. They nourish things. While deceitful tongue will crush your spirit. If you're speaking, again, that negativity, mean, hurtful things to yourself and or other people, right? It's going to crush the spirit, your soul, your mentality. It's going to bring you down, right? So the word says it right here in Proverbs 15:4 NLT to watch what you say, because your words can either help something grow and nourish it or crush it completely. And then you have the tongue has power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Now there's different versions of this one specifically that you're gonna have to kind of break down more for yourself. But what I believe that this is saying is that it's kind of like saying, like the first one saying, in the power of the tongue, in your speech, what you're saying, right? It has the power of life, speaking life over yourself, or it has the power of death, bringing yourself down or worse things. Right? So that's why I basically believe that one is really saying for the most part, at least what it speaks to me, it says. So if that one wasn't enough for you, the BRN, the Business Relationship Management Institute, they have a couple examples over here too, which I can definitely drop this link for you guys so you guys can check it out. In their neuroscience experiment, do words hurt? Maria Richter and collaborating scientists monitored subjects' brain responses to auditory and imagined negative words. During this process, they discovered painful or negative words increased implicit processing within the sublingual anterior cingulate cortex. It's a lot of big words. Let's break it down a little bit more because obviously I can't say them correctly yet. Right off rip, they're saying, put frankly, their study proved that negative words release stress and anxiety-inducing hormones in the subjects. So what more do you want? It's telling you right then and there that scientists who study this field, this is what they do for a living, have now also concluded that, hey, these words can literally cause more stress and literally anxiety in your life. So I ask you, why would you want the quality of your life to be brought down by your own self? I always like to say this to myself, that you can either be your biggest hero, your biggest supporter, or you can be your biggest enemy. Only you can control you, and that's just it. So if you're gonna wake up and choose to speak positive of yourself, your day is more than likely gonna move in a positive direction. But if you're gonna wake up and just be negative all day, say negative things to yourself, it's going to bring you down, it's gonna stress you out, and it's gonna cause you anxiety. The proof's in the pudding. You can take it biblical, you can take it scientific, but whichever way you take it, it's the truth. I encourage you guys today to go out, go to the mirror. You gotta do positive affirmations, meditation, whatever you need to do, right, to get those positive words out to yourself, then do that, right? And also be nice to other people. Treat other people how you wanna be treated, which I hope is with kindness. Moral of the story, think great thoughts, be great to people, be nice to people, and treat yourself with kindness.